military operation in the hands of a politician. Nothing more.
In the hands of John Larkin.
Last thing you'd want, isn't it, me in the hands of the police?
In the hands of morons.
You want to put $80 million in the hands of these people?
In the hands of the pervert that is by my side.
Droids would now be in the hands of the Empire.
The law was in the hands of whoever could shoot fast and straight.
In the hands of some common bandit.
The bastard's got you! The country's in the hands of murderers! God damn the whole nation!
Today's failure had nothing to do with Himmler, and you know it. This is a military operation in the hands of a politician. Nothing more.
What are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm stating...
Would be man-portable and deployable anywhere on Earth overnight. In the hands of John Larkin the Apostles, these weapons represent an unprecedented threat.
And for the police.
600.
That's the last thing you'd want, isn't it, me in the hands of the police? There's something I might tell them. And that's the reason you have...
But no. Instead, you're putting our lives in the hands of morons.
You guys morons?
No. To me, you're really talking about 80 million.
Only 40 from us.
You want to put $80 million in the hands of these people?
Now, sit down. Now, if you took a trip with me to the border, you'd stop calling.
So the weapon of the enemy is moving towards Mordor. In the hands of a hobbit, each day brings it closer to the fires of Mount Doom.
Everyone can imagine what happened to this poor creature in the hands of the pervert that is by my side. Mr. Congressman, you asked us for an interview and we...
You'd have been killed too. And the droids would now be in the hands of the Empire.
I want to come with you to Alderaan.
The struggle began between cattlemen and homesteaders. The law was in the hands of whoever could shoot fast and straight. Except where there was somebody determined to...
Remain is a couple of hundred guns in the hands of some common bandit.
Will the opposition party be allowed to nominate...
You're in the hands of God.
Get me some more wine.
Thorn in your side.
Indeed, it is.
All those prophets in the hands of whores. Surely you've wanted to put them in their place.
Doc wanted help, he'd ask for it.
Well, who knows? She may be the one who needs help. She's hardly in the hands of a saint, you know.
Edna, don't stick your nose in where it's not wanted.
If she's...
Astounded that you didn't hand it in. Did it never occur to you that this, in the hands of Sirius Black, is a map to you?
$10,000 in Papa's hand. $10,000 in the hands of a man that didn't know there was that much money in the whole world.
2 weeks. The town...
Requisition all stocks of grain in the hands of merchants.
There is little good in Pasha.
All privately owned livestock, donkeys.
Of course I have.
I'm here alone in the hands of a bandit who smelled money. If you want to, you can lay me over the table and...
Prepared to take his wife to an institution where her mental health would have been in the hands of qualified specialists. Mr. Ferguson, being an ex-detective...
We have no proof. The map! Don't be an ass! That map only shows what Andromeda could do in the hands of an enemy. Enemy? We did it to ourselves.
Not in Mexico. Elections are a farce. The people have no voice in the government. The control of the country is in the hands of one man. And those he's appointed to carry out his orders.
Who wrote that?
Francisco Madero. If we are to bring back...
Now get the hell out of here.
I have orders. This bank isn't to fall into the hands of the American army.
Sergeant, this bank's not gonna fall in the
heart.
She's vulnerable without it.
You want to put our national security in the hands of witches, gangbangers, and crocodiles.
And Frederick Pryor.
As I said, Pryor is in the hands of the organs of state security of the German Democratic
I'm confident
you've had a nice long run, Aldo. Alas, you're now in the hands of the SS. My hands, to be exact. And they've been waiting.
The Sword of Troy. As long as it remains in the hands of a Trojan, our people have a future. Protect them, Aeneas. Find them a new home.
Of course, you can understand from the owner's point of view, they want to feel their investments in the hands of men. Indeed. They probably want a little extra.
Your family's belongings ended up in the hands of the most powerful criminals of the Nazi elite.
All of our things are...
The Millennium Falcon. In the hands of your father. Han Solo.
But the future of the Republican movement is in the hands of you men who have lost all sense of reality. You think your head's on right?
For our children, our country. This is dangerous technology in the hands of some men who purport to be patriots but are very dangerous men.
and more valuable. I feel Berlin would prefer it in the hands of the Third Reich.
Firing someone.
Who's it for?
Well, theoretically, you could put it in the hands of anyone and they'd be downsizing immediately. All you have to do is follow.
All we have to do is just make as much trouble as we can. By tonight, we'll have you in the hands of the underground. We'll have you taken care of.
On windshield wiper.
No chance. Ford putting its name in the hands of an inexperienced supplier, that would have been a disaster waiting to happen.
Gold rush is over. You're quitting Lates tomorrow. You're not leaving my son in the hands of a stranger.
Lon, she's experienced. Takes care of children all the time.
Stepan said that this girl ended up in the hands of the Vorifa Sokonyi. Do you know what that means?
The damage a silly little book can do, especially in the hands of a silly little girl.
They can't speak. They can't operate machinery. I mean, are we not in the hands of a lunatic? Sir, look! If I were created...
No, it's not in your hands.
That's it. It's in the hands of some physician I've never even met. Some surgeon who...
Legacy star. Your life's work in the hands of those murderers. Is that how you want to go out?
That her ex-lover was killed fighting for the leftists in Spain.
In the hands of the Gestapo, anyone can be made to confess anything.
In bed with his mistress.
2 Christians in the hands of a heathen. It's an outrage.
A beating of their young charges.
Oh, shut up, Brandon. 6 years at the hands of the Jesuits and look what they did for you. You're just gonna have to face up to this, Connor. Do you know what the...
Judged to be right. You sent the Ring of Power into Mordor in the hands of a witless halfling.
Her idea. You know, she shouldn't be allowed to drive at her age.
Well, it's in the hands of the doctors now. I know how helpless one feels, but all you can do is...
Your Honor, I'm talking about entrusting an 8-year-old's welfare in the hands of someone whose record shows has been diagnosed with autistic tendencies, mental retard...
There's no key! Carlos, I'm warning you. The egg of destiny is too dangerous in the hands of a chick. Its power can only be wielded by a bunny.
I think our work here is done. It's in the hands of our superiors now.
Now, this is my little scheme. I walk in, let Fisher know in a very nice way that his daughter's in the hands of someone who means business just as he means business when he kidnaps people, and I think you'll see things...
Precious thing to her in the whole world, and left it in the hands of a goddamn Mexican? Well, that's what I meant in the bond.
And the Queen? She is still being held by the rebels, along with the princess.
They left out there.
They left them out there.
Safe in the hands of God.
They left them.
They say...
Take it easy and don't draw out the scene, please. Come on, let's go. I hate to leave the fate of my country in the hands of a ham.
For your brother. Once he quit breathing, you can't help him no more. He in the hands of other parties. So you got to look after him now. You might even want to monitor his train schedule.
Try for it. If the mayor wants me, he knows where I am. This bomb went off accidentally in the hands of Sheriff Hartman's bombing squad. What went off? The following deputy sheriffs were taken to the emergency...
Best of luck with that. They're leaving us in the hands of a new prosecutor.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Fred Wyshak. Fucking... A man.
The beast is only an instrument, a weapon in the hands of a sick mind.
An assassin would be more secretive.
Quite right.
What happens when Sauron takes back what is his? I will be dead before I see the ring in the hands of an elf.
Sorry, it's just when you tell me that all these things are closing in on me, it's like a nightmare.
Relax, Mr. Vole. I'm putting you in the hands of the finest and most experienced barrister in London. Now, Mayhew, let's get this straight.
It's us that Edward George Ruddy died. Because this company is now in the hands of CCA, the Communication Corporation of America.
Ich werde die tschechische Munitionsfabrikation unter die Aufsicht der Gestapo stellen. Ich persönlich werde den Skoda durchgreifen.
If I may...
Yes, we need it. I'm concerned that too much power will end up in the hands of too few.
It's always in somebody's best interest to promote enemies, real or imagined.
On every island now, there are rebellions. Haiti is in the hands of slaves, and slaves are anxious. They're impatient for their freedom.
Simply that you are the chosen guest of Nero. You are in the hands of the master of the world. You will have to consider that your good fortune